It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20. Six-yard line.
Ready? 57, right. 57 to Mike. Right. Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Watch your slack.
On first and 10, here's Murray. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw once more on second and 10. Murray over the middle, complete. It's Bird. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
Let's go. Henry. 57 to Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. First down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. There goes Larry Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 49 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, ready.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's got it to Ingram, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a third down. On third down, Jackson flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Cardinals' 28-yard line.
83's me. 83's me. Check. 81. Check 13. Kill.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson on first down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They toss to Ingram. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
43's the mic. 65. Check 3.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Check, 43.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. The quick slant caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And he finds Fitzgerald. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Well, Larry Fitzgerald, the catch, back on September 29th, moved into 2nd place all-time in receptions in NFL history with catch number 1326 past Tony Gonzalez.
Is that 1,326 catches? That's phenomenal.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Throwing on first down is Murray. Throw left side complete. It's Bird. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burned the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, Charles, 18 of the 32 teams have now played 8 games, half their season. The other 14 will reach the midway point next week, so we'll save the midseason grades and awards until then. But
thank you. I like that.
We'll wait on that. But let's look at a few underperforming teams thus far that have played 8 games, and you tell me what you think their final record's going to be. Now, let's start with the Chargers at 3-5.
Big win in Chicago on Sunday. I like them to go 5-3 down the stretch, and that gives them 8 wins. Actually, have them go 6-2. I think they're going to go 9-7.
Ooh, right there on the edge of the playoffs. Okay, let's stay in the AFC West. How about the Broncos at 2-6 right now?
I just don't see that offense improving. I think that they win 2 more games and go 4-12.
Okay. And Giants, 2-6. They're underperforming.
Yeah, but their schedule really lightens up on the back end. They're playing hard. I'm going to give them 6 wins, 6-10.
Lastly, and I might duck under the table when you answer this one, the Falcons at 1-7.
That's a tough one because I wonder about what's going to happen with their head coach. But I think they'll play better down the stretch. 4 wins, 4-12.
You're off the hot seat, my friend.
Thank you.
On third down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
43 is the mic. Here we go. 43 is the mic, boy.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, it's Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Check nickel. Hatchet. Kill. 25, check 24.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson flush to his right. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Terrell Suggs in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right? And now look at him go. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 75 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Flushed out right. Snead's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move, He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 22-yard scamper as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back to try again after the sack. Jackson, and boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. He's got his man complete. He got 29 yards that time. Now a play fake here on first down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Suggs in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here's Jackson, caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down. And he's got Snead. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a line.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on second and long. Jackson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that'll make it third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively,
where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, good night, everybody.